As he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Rodgers.
Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go.
Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack.
On the play. It's 2nd down.
On 2nd down, here's Herbert. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and the Chargers are going to get themselves a fresh set of downs here. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended 2nd down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Second and 10. Here's Herbert once more. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. With no score after 1 on EA Sports. The 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. From the 50, here's Herbert. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
2nd and 2. At the 37-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And Jones has it over the middle. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7. At the 25.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Joey Bosa able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Rodgers going to go on 4th down. And Adams has it complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning.
At the 13-yard line.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll get maybe a couple before he's taken down, as that will take us to the 2-minute warning. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Rodgers. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
Aaron Jones. No gain on the play. It's now 3rd and 8.
From the shotgun to give to Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Taking it in from 11 yards out as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Well, they just scored, they got the lead, and they decided to keep their foot on the accelerator, so to speak.
Scouting, scouting, scouting. They had to have seen something in their preparation for this game that told them in this situation, if they get the look they like, let's go ahead and go for it anyway. They like being bold.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Throwing on 2nd and long. Rodgers looking deep for Adams. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jaleel Adai. There he goes, right side. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. The Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Flush to it, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
And that's the kind of stand all defenses are seeking. 3rd and goal, backs against the wall, and they get a monster sack, and now they're going to force him into a field goal. For them, that's a win.
Badgley's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 43-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here in the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous game. 1st and 10 here. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up the first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover it.
Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. And this is going to be incomplete. Johnson, the intended target. 3rd down here.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. 3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Rodgers. And he's got his man in stride, complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. 13 yards, first down, Packers. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. Touchdown, Packers. Devontae Adams, 63 yards. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep. Those types of things, now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course. A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. 3rd quarter action from Jacksonville. Throwing again. Herbert. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Kenny Clark picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally. And this is caught inside the 5. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Draw play, it's Eckler. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. From 3 yards out. And the Chargers are able to make this a close game again. Didn't have anything downfield, swung it out to the flat. He did the rest.
Such a staple of so many offenses we see now. You know, in our discussions with offense coordinators, how many times do they tell us, hey, this offense is designed for either a touchdown or a check down. We saw the check down on that play, and boy, was it successful.
We saw a touchdown, too. Now this will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. On 1st down, Rodgers. He's got the hook up to Lazard. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. The left side throw complete to Adams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It'll be a pickup of 12 yards. And it'll move the chains.
48-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Back now in Jacksonville. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To throw again, Rodgers. He'll get this to Lazard. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So
down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, Packers. Alan Lazard, 41 yards. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Now here's a throw that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
10 at the 41-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. Wide open, it's Allen, complete. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, 59 yards. And the Chargers have made this a one-score game.
His kick is
so that's a really big play here in the 4th quarter. And don't look now, they're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just one score. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had...
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. He's at the 30. Touchdown, Packers. Alan Lazard, 88 yards. And the Packers add on to their lead. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Rodgers now to throw. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more.
Packers 27, Chargers 17. Mason.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view.
Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Rashawn Gary came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Now Herbert. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
They snap it to Herbert. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Herbert. And this is intercepted. And that pick. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Rayshawn Jenkins picks it off. Well, in all likelihood, this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, 2-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, it's better to try and throw than to try and run against it. In any event, I think you're exactly right. Now, the other team can pad their stats, but I don't think they're going to win.
Yeah, but still, don't change the channel just yet. Herbert now to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Adrian Amos with a pick. The 20. Yes, folks, that was his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Jay Sternberger, there. But now it's 3rd and goal. To throw is Rodgers. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field.
7-yard line.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. And this complete to Henry over the middle. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. 20. 10, 5, and a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win him the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play. But still, all for naught, really.
Yeah, I'd say give them points for positivity. I like that. That part is good. But I often wonder, when the game is settled and the clock is run out, do we really need to kick the extra point?
Oh, yeah. It's silly. It's silly.
It doesn't make any sense to me. I know that people have explained before, well, you got to play it all the way through. Come on, this thing was done.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we sign off from Jacksonville.
Yeah. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a knob, can't resist, I'm incredible. Yeah, came for the dollars, call it vegetable. Then I did the dash, can I catch me, bro? Ooh, then I did the dash, can I catch me, whoa? Your whole team is no competition. Boy, I did it by myself, it's a solo mission. Running up the charts, I'm a fool, dog. Turn the whole field to a schoolyard. Bunch of students ain't eating round here. I'm the GOAT, little man, and I made it loud and clear. Put the gas on them like I whipped the Cavalier. Show no love, got the confidence, no fear. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah, when I hit that. Okay, yeah, when I hit that. Sound like you know. Okay, yeah, when I hit that. Okay, yeah, when I hit that. Yeah, stars born, I've been ready for this. Since like 9-5, I've been eager for this. Talent on the rise, I'm consistent with this. Trophy is the prize, ain't no gimmicks with this. Okay, now what's left on them? Told you I'ma flex on them. I did it all subtle, ooh, and then I hit that exit on them. Gotta blame my faith, cause these eyes ain't got nothing on them. I secured the safe for the cradle, I ain't dropping nothing, ooh. Only winning is exception, ain't no truce. Ain't no dub, ain't no L on my crew. Only winning is exception on my crew. Yeah, ain't no dub, ain't no L. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah, when I hit that. Okay, yeah, when I hit that. Sound like you know. Okay, yeah, when I hit that. Okay, yeah, when I hit that.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you get a look inside Gillette Stadium here in Foxborough. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Green Bay Packers and the Miami Dolphins.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and we are underway in Foxborough. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
Their own 21-yard line.
Now on first down. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Second and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 12 yards there and a first down.
Green Bay Packer. First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. And the Dolphins rush gets home, down he goes. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers, that's complete to Lazard. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They do go for it. It's Rodgers. That's to his running back, complete. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Tua. Eluding the pressure right. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Tua once again here on 2nd and 10. Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Rashawn Gary showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Tua sets up to pass it. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. They run forward with Breida. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Looking for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jair Alexander. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
At the 21-yard line.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers caught on the right side by Jones. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Shreds the tackle. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
It's 4th down.
Here we go on 4th down with Rodgers. It's caught. Jones. And he's going to get the 1st down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. We're scoreless after 1.
That's the end of the 1st quarter with no score.
The Packers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Kevin King there defensively.
On second down now, it's Washington. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable third down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Mike Gesicki on the pass from Tua Tagovailoa, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins.
Is good.
Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted.
Sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Gain of 9 brings up 2nd and a yard.
On second down, a run with Breida. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs, and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. This is Breida. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Kenny Clark breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long.
14.
That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. It's complete to Graham, and he'll be stopped right at midfield. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down.
At the 50-yard line.
From midfield, here's Tua. Caught left side, Williams. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
Out of bounds.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Tua to throw again. Tua hit, and the ball is out. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And they have the football, and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Intercepted. The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts.
Brings up
as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Looking to throw again on second down. Rodgers looking deep for Adams. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation. But sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it. And we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. They come up on second and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. So that one will be accepted. We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the third time.
Keep running, man.
Picked off by Darnell Savage. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece.
That ties the game at 7. Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Jakeem Grant now to return. And he returns this to the 22.
Jakeem Grant on the return. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10. At their own 22-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
They can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Devontae Parker was the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
Now, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Flush to his right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
It's 2nd and inches. at the Dolphins' 10-yard line.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up first and goal.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Now Jones. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
At the 11-yard line.
Second down and goal. Rodgers. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. It's Davante Adams hauling it in from Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Packers 14, Dolphins 7. Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
And the Dolphins are going to recover. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball from the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back and maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
He was looking to get it to Parker again, and it's 3rd and 5. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That one good for 13 at a Dolphin first down.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
And again, it's Tagovailoa. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
Intended for
third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Jair Alexander.
Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. Right back to Williams, and this time he's got it. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It'll be a gain of 18 on the play. And the Dolphins are going to get a fresh set of downs. It'll be first and goal when we come back. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on first and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And an important one that is, as we are tied now early in this 4th quarter.
Jason Sanders.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
First and 10.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And he'll let this go deep for Lazard. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the fourth quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
After the turnover, it's Tua. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
At the 26-yard line.
Play action. Now it's Tua. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. 12 yards there and a first down.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, Breida. And he'll be out of bounds. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first three quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Tua Tagovailoa taking it in. And the Dolphins have broken our tie as they take the lead.
Did you see them hold up four fingers to the start of the fourth quarter?
They were ready.
They were definitely ready. They may or may not have done that, but they certainly have played that way. The fourth quarter has belonged to them, and now the lead belongs to them as well.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
First and 10.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Again, he was looking for Devontae Adams, and that'll bring up second down.
1-yard line.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up third and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
19 yards that time for number 19. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Parker unable to get that one, but it'll be second and goal.
Incomplete. Brings up second and goal.
Tua going to throw, and he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Mike Gesicki on the pass from Tua Tagovailoa. And the Dolphins use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. On the right side, open is Gesicki. And he gets in. But no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here, and sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. On play action, it's Rodgers. Got a man, it's Tanyan complete. Touchdown, Packers! Robert Tanyan, 55 yards. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit. All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come. Okay, so they got the score. Do you go for one here and save the possible two-point conversion for later?
I think you do, because if you go for two here and you don't get it, that's deflation.
Yeah.
Now you wonder why you're even going for it. Take the easy one now and come back and try and get it later.
And the Dolphins are going to recover. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that one. They needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
Rolling to his left. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards on the play. That one looks like he'll throw here. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it. And
now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. A nice move gets him a few extra. Down just shy of his 20. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Back to throw, Rodgers. And Adams has it, complete. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now Rodgers gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. And just a yard to go here on 2nd down. Back to throw. That'll be incomplete, as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Devontae Adams, incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 1.
They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Bad time to get a delay of game penalty there. Not that there's a good time, but that makes it 3rd and 6. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here. Coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the...
Had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. And with that, we say so long from Foxborough.
Yeah, I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. I turn the knob, can't resist, I'm incredible. Yeah, came for the dollars, call it vegetable. Then I did the dash, can I catch me, bro? Ooh, then I did the dash, can I catch me, whoa?